Next, we're going to talk about additional items within the company DNA. If we were looking at building a house, DNA would be the foundation. So the genotypes, which we're going to talk about next, would be the framing. So you'd start to see some structure. So Ms. Cunningham has also developed or identified 2 genotypes for each of the 3 DNAs that she's developed in her system. For mothers, there's 2 genotypes, customer experience or customer segmentation. With the mechanic DNA, you have the product value genotype and you have the product features genotype. And the third DNA type is missionary, and they're really focused on next big thing genotype or cult of personality. At this point, I'd like to share the definition of a genotype. Dictionary.com provides the following definition. Genotype is the genetic makeup of an organization or group of organisms with reference to a single trait or set of traits, or an entire complex of traits. And then the second definition they give is the sum total of genes transmitted from parent to offspring, or the sum total of company genes, I guess the way we'd look at it for this book. So this was developed to help Ms. Cunningham's clients to understand who they are and why they matter. It has simplified the process of positioning any company. At this point, I'd like to go into a little more detail about each of the 6 genotypes. So first, mother DNA, customer experience. As the name states, these companies are completely focused on customer experience. These are companies that hire and train people that are focused on customer satisfaction. They also want customer satisfaction as a key performance indicator. Customer satisfaction is how they measure their success. Disney is a prime example of a customer experience company. Everything they do is about experience. They want it to be the happiest place on earth. They also have one of the most loyal customer bases because of the way they develop experience. The second genotype within Mother is customer segmentation. Companies that fall into the customer segmentation genotype focus on market niches. Whatever the product, the focus is on appealing to a particular customer with a unique preference or need. Many Mother DNA companies have a lifestyle element. Companies like Nike, Porsche, Red Bull, Urban Outfitters. Those are just a few examples. If you look at Nike, they focus on the authentic athlete or what's considered the weekend warrior. Now, let's step into the third genotype, but this would be the first for the mechanic DNA. Mechanic DNA, genotype product value. Really what product value is what do you get for the money? More for less is their mantra. Walmart, save money, live better. McDonald's, billions served. Product value companies can also be high-end companies. An example in the book is Surf Air, who focuses on affordable private air travel, like an elite version of Southwest. They offer comfortable leather seats, convenient parking, no lines, no bag fees, and no TSA. They offer the benefits of private air travel without the expense. So the fourth genotype, and the second in the mechanic DNA, is product features. These companies focus on new and exciting features. Companies like Samsung, LG, and KitchenAid are examples of feature-driven mechanics. So is Microsoft. They're always talking about the next new product, the new feature, the new update. When Microsoft makes acquisitions, they purchase companies that are also product companies. And really what they're trying to do is just add additional features. Instead of developing those features themselves, they just buy companies to bring that feature to market under the Microsoft heading. Here's a couple examples from Microsoft. So to become part of the internet phone communication space, in 2011, Microsoft bought Skype for $8.5 billion. In 2016, Microsoft bought LinkedIn for $26.2 billion. Reading a little bit more detail on this in Forbes, they list the reasons for the acquisition as providing Microsoft the ability to embed LinkedIn with Skype, its email system, and other applications, helping them become a one-source organization for many enterprises. So next is the fifth genotype, and the first in the missionary DNA, and it's the next big thing. These companies are focused on creative vision and changing the behavior of an industry. And this includes companies like Apple, Google, Uber, Salesforce.com, Starbucks. Each changed the landscape of their industry. Here's a quick note. that many of these companies really weren't the first to market with these products that they're known for, but they were able to really solidify and understand those markets and become known for them. And though others may have invented them, a lot of times they get the credit for starting an industry. They were just better at it. Here's the 6th genotype and the 2nd in the missionary DNA, and this is cult of personality. As she stated in the book, this was early Apple, Tesla, and Virgin are great examples of cult of personality companies. Yes, as most of you would think, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, and Sir Richard Branson are cult of personality leaders. Often, it seems like they willed the success. Miss Cunningham states that all cult of personality leaders have 3 things in common. They have a passion for their chosen field, a large vision, and drive to change behavior. Simply stated, it's passion, vision, and drive. Steve Jobs focused on improving people's lives. He wanted well-designed, beautiful, and easy-to-use products. He created a cult around the product. Richard Branson is a more charismatic leader. He relies on his lifestyle and personality versus that of the product. People see the Virgin brand as cool. Tying those first 2 pieces, so first the company DNA, which is kind of the foundation to everything. So second, we had the genotypes that tie into those DNAs, and that's kind of the framework. And now let's get this information in this book kind of under roof. Let's look at some of the big lessons that are shown in the book. I hope you enjoyed this video today on the book Get to Aha. If you did find it educational and useful, please subscribe to my channel, WhyBuyFromYou. It's focused on sales, marketing, and branding.